I did want to ask, Joanne Lin, you provided your testimony in advance of today's hearing, and we got a chance to check it out. And I know you didn't have enough time to go through all of it, but you made the case in your written testimony that the U.S. civil legal system is grounded in the concept of providing remedies for violations of rights, and that reparations is rooted in legal precedent. And I think that's really interesting. And for the benefit of the public, I was hoping you might be able to briefly elaborate on those concepts.
I would be delighted to. I am a lawyer and I work at a public interest law organization, which means we've been schooled to understand the importance of precedent. And so with respect to precedent, there is plenty of historical and legal precedent on reparations. But in addition, I won't repeat that here, but in addition, the US civil legal system is actually based on compensation. If you look at the body of laws, whether it's contract law, tort law, environmental hazard laws, discrimination law, every day there are juries that are deciding how much to compensate somebody who has been wronged or suffered harm at the hands of somebody else. Every day there are judges that will make orders authorizing someone to stop doing something or to start doing something in order to halt irreparable harm. So when people say reparations is too big, too onerous, too radical, too novel, that simply is not true. The US civil legal system has been operating for hundreds of years based on the ideas of something, a wrong done, a harm suffered, and then necessary compensation being made. That's the same theory at play here under reparations. And as so many other witnesses have already noted, reparations is rooted in our history. It's rooted in DC's history, going back to 1862, when President Lincoln authored reparations to those slave owners whose slaves were freed. It also dates back more recently and more appropriately to 1988, when the federal government under President Ronald Reagan signed a necessary reparations law to recompense Japanese Americans who were wrongfully relocated and imprisoned during World War II. So reparations is very consistent with our US legal system, and Washington Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights urges the DC City Council to move with swiftness on reparations.